Hey everyone, Crash on Crash Customs, Lake Havasu, Arizona. Big things happening this time on the 442. Big visual things. The body is about to go back on the chassis. I'm still fooling around with the hood and finalizing that bucket seat situation.
Hear that rumble, Arizona steel, Crash Customs.
Blasting this thing came out pretty nice. A couple spots did pop up on the inner structure that was not there before I blasted. So still a little bit more metal work to do right here. Big holes and a couple little ones right here. So before I seal this, I will repair those like I did all the other spots and put some sealer on the backside, flip it, do a first round of body work, and seal and prime that also. I already cleaned up my work area thinking all the metal work was done. My second hood, which was actually the original hood for this, if you did not see the previous episodes of taking two junk hoods and making one good one, but I moved it out already to my scrap pile out here, so I'm gonna have to cut the pieces I need off of it. Let's see how much work this is gonna be. Shouldn't be too bad. Oh, we got a fighter jet up there, huh? See that? Sounds good. All right. I should have brought my gloves out. That metal's gonna be nice and toasty. Oh, got a critter. See that? Come on. It's hiding underneath there. I don't even know what that was. Definitely getting my gloves now. Little rabbit underneath that hood, making a home for itself. Right here. Cut and fit. Cut and fit. I'm pretty much done with the underside of this hood. The metal work, my two repairs that I had to do, it's ready for sealer. I spent like an unbelievable amount of time air hosing between the skin and the inner structure, trying to get all the sand out, and I probably hit it one more time. I see I got some residual stuff here, and air hose vacuum. It's that's like the only downside of sandblasting or media blasting, because it gets in all the nooks and crannies. But I got the sealer on the paint shaker back there. Gonna do one more wipe down and mix it up and squirt it. next day, underside of the hood completely dried. I can flip it and do the top side. 2 coats of sealer, and then I spot primed with feather fill, black feather fill. There were some areas that had rust pits along here. You load it up and it'll fill in, and I can sand that out and smooth it. But for now, time to flip this and get sealer on the top side. Top side of the hood all sealed up, dried. I'm going to flip it, tune up the underside, and then get after the top side. Let me show you a little tip and trick that probably no one will care about. This Matrix Edge sealer MP235. I don't know if they stopped making it, but I cannot get the activator for it anymore. Right? This thing, I had a whole gallon here. What I did, right here, this activator, Nason, different company, different brand, blah, blah, blah. I know, don't mix different brands together. I mixed it, did a little sample right here. It dried, it sanded, and I did a whole hood. Came out awesome. So many times these paint manufacturers, they produce a product and then I don't know if the availability of chemicals changes, the government changes the codes, or they just change to force you into buying more stuff. But a lot of times you can just read the ingredients on these labels and from brand to brand, and you can swap them out. But do a test panel first. Well, after I blasted it, there were 2 spots, both sides. Little, I wouldn't call it an oil can, but it's sunken down enough that it would take a lot of filler. It's just loose, you know? It's not tight. Gotta be tight. So it was the same thing on this side, but I've been working it with the shrinking disc, hammer and dolly, and if you can see here, the darker spots, that's where the disc has been hitting. And it is, I'm actually glad it happened, because it forced me to just go a little bit further in some of the other areas. It's nice and tight everywhere, right? And even these spots here, like this is a pretty clean spot, so that's low. But if you look at it, that's maybe an extra coat of primer in a lot of these spots that look low. So I'm way happier with the hood skin now on this side. So now I have to take the sealer off of that area where it's low and just work it with the shrinking disc. Heat up the high spots, find the low spots, tap up the low spots, you know, with like the dolly and the hammer, depending on where the inner structure is. Finally, got this hood skin tight and right, just how every boy likes it, you know what I'm saying? Both sides. I'm gonna blow some sealer on these spots, and then while that's drying, because I want to flip it and sand and prep the underside first before the top side. But while that's drying, if you saw the last video, I did the seats except for the driver's bucket seat. And when I took it apart, the springs, bottom and top side, were all busted out. And it looks like I got one delivered, the bottom, so I can hook that all in there. This is pretty nice. It comes coated black. I like that, because the original was bare metal. So I'll hook that all into the base and foam and wrap at least the seat base, maybe this back one will come today, hopefully. Either way, I'll do that one. By the time I'm done with that, the sealer on the top of the hood will be dry, and I can flip it and I can sand out the underside where I did some repairs. If you didn't see those last videos, this hood has been like an epic struggle, but we're getting ahead of it now. If you haven't seen any of the previous episodes, check them out. Please do. Lots of metal work was done on this 442. The firewall, floor pans, inside and out are all done. This is black with a satin clear coat over it. Inside is lizard skinned. And I did like first round or so of body work on the quarters and roof, doors, and it is time. It is time to put this back on the chassis. If you haven't seen that, the chassis is it's complete. It's a roller. It's ready to accept the body. I obviously have to move some stuff around. This needs to go out that way and then come back in over here so I can get it on the 2-post, lift it off the rotisserie. So all this chaos needs to be maneuvered around. There's the chassis for it. Like I said, it's complete roller. Let's move some shit around. Let's move some stuff around and get after it. Overall, that went very well. It just we dropped it down pretty much right on the money. Just had to do a little shove, little shimmy, and bolts all lined up, which is great with new floor pans. You always wonder if the manufacturer of the pans is going to line things up where it should. When putting any body on the chassis, you want to make sure the gap is the same from side to side. Like, you know, the frame rail to the body, measure it in lots of different spots, side to side, front to back, because if you're off 1/8 of an inch back here and the body is like cocked a little bit, just a little bit on the chassis, by the time you bolt the core support and the front sheet metal, your body is obviously going to be sitting on the chassis crooked. And when you're trying to do the front sheet metal, I've had cars come in where the door and the quarters line up, but you can look at the front fender and it's actually like not that extreme, but if you look hard enough, it'll be cocked because they didn't line the body up on the chassis, and then that screwed the core support alignment up, and guys are wondering why things don't fit properly and look straight down the side, or why the bumper doesn't line up to the body, because the bumper bolts to the frame, core support bolts to the frame, all the sheet metal bolts to the core support. So if the body is cocked, the core support's going to be cocked, and then your bumper, they ain't going to line up. So measure as many different locations as possible, right? Here, here to the bolt, just as many different locations as you can. The like the inside of the rocker to the frame rail, you can see here the gap is freaking perfect front to back. You really just need to have everything lined up properly. Extra of the pans is going to line things up where it should, but it laid on the frame real nice. So obviously now the next step here is to put all the body panels on, and before I put the hood on, I want to finish sanding the underside. But I'm 40 pounds torque for each bolt is what I set everything at. You want to set them all at the same torque spec. They recommend 35 to 40. I went with 40, and these bodies are very structurally sound, right? If it was even an older car, you could like torque one corner down a little bit more to change a gap on the front corner, but these are solid bodies, so just nice and consistent everywhere. And we'll see how things line up with all the sheet metal. But for now, this is where I'm going to leave that video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll keep giving you weekly content as always. I do appreciate it. Thanks.